Well, I'm pretty excited about today's video because I'm going to test out 4 different products and we're going to see which one does the best job on controlling clover in the lawn. Now, clover is a weed that really takes off in the springtime. It may stay around all year long, but usually in the summer when it gets hot, it's going to kind of stay low the ground, not be as noticeable when you start cutting the grass. But it's a weed that can really take over a lawn. So I've got 3 products that are products that I'm going to normally use running a weed control and fertilization business. I guess you'd say professional grade products. And then I've got 1 product I went and bought from the big box store to show in comparison how this works out against a homeowner grade product. The way this is going to work is I'm going to show you the weed, I'm going to show you the products, talk to you a little bit about the products, we'll spray the weeds, and then we'll come back and observe what happens over a period of time, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take. Weed control products in general work much faster as the weather warms up. I'm doing this in springtime where I would say consistently in the 70s, so it's not going to work as fast as it was if it was in the 90s, but it's going to work faster than it would have been if we did this in January. Today's video is sponsored by Yardbook. I've been using Yardbook as the software I use to manage my business. I've been using it since 2015. If you need a software to run your lawn care business, go to yardbook.com and sign up for a free account. All right, here we go. And the way this is going to work is I've got these little individual flags and I've got them marked. And I wrote the name of the product on the back of each flag so that I can keep it separate. Now, you know what happens in these situations. This area is maintained by a mowing crew, and I wouldn't doubt if they come through here and just mow it all down before the video's over. Hopefully they won't. I tried to get up here close to the woods where it wouldn't be in their way. But I wouldn't doubt if they mow it down and maybe even mow the flags down with it. So what we're going to do is to call out the names of these so if it happens to get mowed down, I can go back and look at the video clip and figure it out. So the products we're going to use, and I'll introduce them in a minute. We got Change Up, we've got what is this? Tribute Total, Blindside, and then the homeowner product is Ortho Weed Be Gone. Let's go check those out. Okay, so here's the products. Tell you a little bit about them. This is Blindside. It has sulfentrazone and methylfuron in it. So this is a kind of a real versatile product. It will kill broadleaf weeds. It's also good on sedges like Kalinga, yellow nut sedge, things of that nature. I think you can use it on a lot of your warm season grasses and even some cool season grasses. And I think we'll get some good results. It's fast. The one downside I would say, I'm not saying downside, I mean, but you got to be a little careful when the weather gets hot. Blindside can cause a little discoloration when the weather's warm. Tribute Total is a product. It's for warm season grasses, particularly Bermuda and Zoysia, a little bit more expensive product. It's kind of, as the name suggests, a total product. So it's for broadleaf weeds, grassy weeds, sedges. I mean, you just mix it up and you can spray almost any weed on Bermuda, Zoysia lawn, but it is an expensive product. When I say expensive, I want to clarify that because, you know, look over here, we got Ortho Weed Be Gone, and this might have cost $6 or so. I don't know, $8. I don't know what it costs. But, and you can see it has 2,4-D and quinclorac, dicamba. These are similar ingredients that you're going to find in a lot of the products that we use. It's not usually cheaper and sometimes more expensive when you buy like a product like this. I mean, this small little quantity is not going to go very far. So actually, you know, buying this is Change Up. Now this jug might have been, I don't know, $300 or something. That you can buy in smaller quantities. I'm saying I'm going to put 3/4 of an ounce per gallon of water in this, and can make up a whole gallon with 3/4 of an ounce of this versus this, which is 24 ounces. So, you know, this actually per application is going to be significantly cheaper, not even close to this. This is way more expensive. Now, you might can buy this in a bigger quantity and make it cheaper. So, you know, don't think, you know, again, people just got to get over the initial sticker shock, and you could buy this in like a pint or a smaller quantity and it wouldn't be crazy expensive. But when I mix it up in a sprayer, I mean, I'm going to get way more coverage out of this than I am this. So anyway, don't just think because it's homeowner it's necessarily cheaper. So these are the other 2 products, the Weed Be Gone, and it says on here clover and dandelions and crabgrass. So we're going after clover. So we're going to test it, and I think it'll work. And then Change Up is again a product I use a lot for broadleaf weeds, and you can use it on your warm season grasses. I believe some cool season grasses as well. You want to check the label, wear your PPE, your protective gear. I've got rubber boots, long sleeves, long pants, and rubber gloves for the application. We'll spray it and see what happens. All right, I got all my sprayers set up here. We'll get to spraying. I gotta make sure nobody's watching when I spray this Weed Beyond, okay? I'm mostly kidding, but kind of embarrassing. Weed control and fertilization professional out here with a little hand thing spraying like this. But I'm okay doing it for the video. I'm mostly kidding, guys. I don't care too much what people think about that. I will say it's not near as cool sprayers I got usually using that little handheld deal. We're going to start with change up. We're going to leave some clover unsprayed so we can compare what was sprayed with what hadn't been sprayed. This is Tribute Total. Blindside. Ortho. Let's give it a little bit of time, we'll check back on the results. So we're 1 week in on the Clover experiment. Let me show you what the results look like so far. And you can see here where our flags are. And I'm gonna say this, I checked on it a few days ago and almost nothing happened. So it's changed a lot in the past 3 days. You can see what has not been sprayed, and it's what clover looks like this time of year. So this one is very significant damage, and I think by next week it's gonna be crazy. Change up. All right, change up. And I'm telling you, the temperature makes all the difference in the world. It's been in the 80s the last couple of days, and it makes it so much faster. So you can see the discoloration compared to the non-treated clover. Get over here, we've got Tribute Total. A lot of discoloration here as well, not quite as significant as the change up. The other thing, notice by this, for what it's worth, change up significantly cheaper product if you're just the cost of it. And then we got Blindside. I kind of expected it to get a lot of burn down. You can see a little bit of the discoloration on the leaves as well. I would say change up is winning so far. Maybe Blindside in second, but look here. The homeowner product, Ortho Weed Beyond. And again, doesn't surprise me at all that it's working. I figured it would. I'm just trying to, one of the point of the video is how to kill clover. The other thing is show you products you can buy off the big box store. The other thing is to convince you that sometimes the commercial grade products are actually cheaper per application. A lot of times they're actually cheaper. But I understand not everybody needs 2.5 gallons of change up for 300 bucks or whatever it costs. You can buy stuff in smaller quantities. So, all right, we're gonna check back. You can see the clover and you see what we got going on here. So good results so far. It's been 1 week. Let's give it a little bit more time and check back again. Well, we're gonna wrap up the video today. It's been 2 weeks since we sprayed the clover. I want to show you what it looks like today and tell you a little bit about what happened. So the weather's getting a little hotter, even though we've been cool at night. And you can see the clover has not been sprayed, but the grass has been cut. At least some of it's been cut. So anyway, you can see what the mature clover's looking like this time of year. And then let's go up here and see. And I got my flags in the ground. Here's what happened. The grass was cut and the flags were all moved, which I don't blame the mowing crew for doing that. But I couldn't remember the order that they were placed in. Again, you can see this clover kind of mowed the flowers off. I think some of the flowers are mowed off, and then some of it, I think, is just time where they're kind of starting to go away. And a note on that in a second. So I went back and watched the original video clip to remember what order I put these in. So first up, we had change up here. I almost said clover, of course it's clover. But you can see after 2 weeks what the change up has done to the clover. There's some crunchy brown clover. What's not crunchy brown will probably be crunchy brown soon. Next up, we got the Tribute Total. Not quite as visible, but certainly very effective. And I think will continue to deteriorate over time. Blindside is next. And you can see with the sulfiters on there, you get that quick burn down action, beating it up pretty good. And then nothing to be ashamed about here. Actually, the ortho weed begun stuff is over here. So, I mean, it worked. I wouldn't say quite as good, but there was some effectiveness there, and probably just different ratios on the chemicals in that particular bottle. So, how would we rate these? In my opinion, Change Up probably the best. And honestly, that's going to be the cheapest of those products that per application. Is a very reasonably priced product, and I can put a link in the description if you want to check it out. But I put 3/4 ounce in a gallon of water with surfactant, and it will knock out just about any broadleaf weed that it comes in contact with. And then, I don't know, after that I guess I'd go Blindside, and then the Tribute Total. It's gonna work. I'm not worried about that at all. I even think the Ortho Weed Begun is gonna work, but all effective, all ways to kill clover, and you compare that with the leafy clover. Now let me say this about clover. Clover, when it gets hot, tends to kind of sit real low. It may not go away in the lawn, but it's far less noticeable. So it's not gonna be as big a deal as the summer months come on. But I wanted to show you, a lot of times, you know, clover's real big certain times of the year, and if you're looking for a product to get rid of out of your lawn, I just want to show you some examples. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. I've got tons of videos on here. I've been on YouTube a long time, lots of lawn care videos, whether from a lawn care business or taking care of your own lawn. And you can just click on the channel name, go check out some of the other videos. Also, my resources are at lawncarelife.com. I've got resources to help you get into weed control and fertilization business, or mowing business, or mosquito spraying business. Also, that is where you'll find information on the 2025 Lawn Care Life Conference. It's an annual event. I say annual. We've done 4 times. This will be the 5th one. We hadn't done it every year, but 2025 Lawn Care Life Conference, February 21st and 22nd of 2025. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.